Hello there, Satellite here, transmitting to your screens. Welcome to another video. Today we will be reviewing Star Citizen Alpha 3.9 by Cloud Imperium, so let's send out that probe. Star Citizen is a space/life sim in which you carve out your own life among the stars, choosing to live your life within accordance to galactic rule or trying your luck as a space pirate. I bought the game back in 2016 and have been following the progress of it on and off, but it wasn't until the last few updates that I felt it was actually in a playable-ish state. The way that you purchase the game is by choosing a starter package of 2 small ships that you can upgrade with real money later down the line if you want. Those ships can be earned through in-game currency. The game starts with you creating your character and using a blending system where you can take different parts from pre-assembled characters to make your own. I don't think the system really works very well at creating unique looking characters, and everyone looks a bit generic and the same. There aren't many hair options, no scarring or war paint options either. Once you've created your character, you choose where you want to spawn, and then wake up in a bed in the location that you chose. The game doesn't really offer any explanation how to do anything, so you can expect to find yourself in menus, figuring out key bindings, or just YouTubing things. Everything in the game works with a personal thought system, where, by holding a button, you can choose which options are available for what you're looking at. And at first it does feel weird. I realised I could just tap the button for things that only have one possible use, like opening a door, and it is little quality of life things like this that you will slowly learn over time from playing the game. Star Citizen offers a few different ways to make in-game credits, either by completing contracts which can range from delivery, combat, maintenance, private investigation or smuggling. You can also trade directly from stations or go out mining. The flight system in the game is satisfying enough, and I generally like the look of the menus and how they are laid out. Because the game is flooded with bugs, it can be very frustrating if I'm trying to actually achieve something like completing missions and gaining credits, but not so much if I'm just enjoying the technical wonders of what the game has to offer, like wandering around the cities, riding on the train networks, or just going out shopping and hanging with my friends. The developers are currently trying to make it so progress does not get wiped when a new update releases, but at the moment nothing is for certain, and many people lost all of their hard-earned credits that they worked for hours to get when the last update dropped. So for me, it seems kind of pointless to commit to any grinding just yet. After all, you only need to complete a few missions, and that will provide you with more than enough credits to go out shopping for guns, clothes and armor anyway. My gameplay style is to enjoy little bits and pieces of the game at a time, like doing the occasional mission, doing some shopping, trying criminal activities like smuggling, or even trying to pirate other players, and just generally making my own fun. That way, I'm never committing to a big goal and getting frustrated with the hefty amount of bugs in the game. I have even played as an intergalactic joyrider by sneaking onto the ships of players who didn't have an eye for security whilst they were docked at a station. And although this is obviously annoying for whose ship it is, I have now had experience piloting many of the ships in the game, which all come with their own operating systems, depending on what brand of ship you're in. I found playing outside the law to be much more interesting, as aside from the constant threat of a bounty hunter, you always have to think and use your head about how to get around situations that you'd normally take for granted. For example, there was one time I had a criminal status, but I wanted to go and explore the new city to the game, New Babbage. The problem was that they don't let you land if you've got a criminal status, and so I had to wait for another player to undock and quickly dive into the hangar with my ship before the doors closed. I then had to run through the city with guards shooting at me. It was a thrilling experience, and I really felt like I was living outside of the system. Playing like this inevitably led me to trying out the new prison system that came with the last update, where you have to wait real-world time, which are a matter of minutes for minor offences or hours for serious offences like murder. Once in prison, you can either mine rocks to reduce your time, or you can try to Mario your way out through a secret jumping puzzle. The atmosphere isn't hospitable outside though, so you need to have a friend on standby to pick you up once you are out. Another thing that came with the new update is eating and drinking, though it goes so slow I've never had to actually buy any food or drink to replenish myself once, and it resets on quitting the game anyway. For me, the game suffers incredibly long loading times that sometimes see me waiting for about 15 minutes to get into the game, though I must say my friend, who was using a much weaker laptop but better internet, did get into the game considerably faster. When actually in the game, I found I was getting anywhere from 20 to 50 frames per second, though on average I was getting more consistent and higher frames than that before this update hit, so I'm hoping that they will fix that soon. The game's starter packs are currently on sale for £43 or $45. In conclusion, although the game isn't anywhere near finished yet, based on what is in the game now, I'm very excited to see how Star Citizen will turn out in the future, and I do believe that the game will be finished to a good standard. Currently, I think the game shines when just going out exploring with your friends and taking the game as it comes. The game is a little bit pricey for what it is now and does require a very good PC to get decent frames, but if you are interested in space or even live games, then I would say at this point it is a promising investment. If the developers can iron out the creases and optimize the game to run faster as well as continue to add features like the prison system, then I think the game really does have a good future ahead of it. That about wraps up the video for today then. Let me know in the comments what you think of Star Citizen and its future. If you'd like to join me as I come back into orbit of Star Citizen again, or for reviews of other games in the weeks to pass, then please do subscribe to tune your receivers into the next satellite broadcast. Satellite, out.